Ange Postecoglou's future is in major doubt, with Tottenham set for their lowest Premier League finish for 31 years. Though the Australian is not giving up his job without a fight, Ange Postecoglou has insisted he wants to remain at Tottenham beyond the end of the season. The Australian has endured a difficult second campaign in charge, with his side currently sitting 15th in the table. They are just 15 points outside the relegation zone and a massive 20 away from a European qualification place. Postecoglou has been forced to battle against a succession of injury crises, particularly in defence. But even so, if they maintain their current place, it will be the lowest Spurs have finished for 31 years. Postecoglou has come in for frequent criticism from fans and pundits over his management this season. One thing that may save him from the axe is their run to the semi-finals of the Europa League. The win over Eintracht Frankfurt in the quarter-finals has set up a Final Four clash against Bodo/Glimt. Even if they don't make it past the Norwegians, or lose in the final, Postecoglou has insisted he wants to stay. He urged club chiefs to allow him to remain in charge in the hopes of masterminding a turnaround next term. It depends on your outlook. I think irrespective we should keep building on what we've started. We've had a clear plan from when we started on how we're going to play, what kind of squad we're going to have, how we're going to build that squad, he said. I don't think it's any secret, we've gone for a certain age profile, knowing it's something we're going to build on and that should continue. I don't think it should change. Obviously, if you get Champions League football, that accelerates certain things. We know the demands of European football, irrespective of the competition, particularly Europa and Champions League, can have a serious effect on your capabilities as a club. Not just us but all clubs. You can see that the 2 extra games in Europe which are going to be there consistently now, that puts extra strain, so that affects the size of your squad and the profile your squad has. But for me it doesn't really change anything. We need to continue on the profile we've started with. We've got an exciting young squad and will continue to improve. We've obviously had some challenges this year around particularly injuries and our ability to cope with Europe and domestic fixtures. And I feel we're better placed to tackle that if we're in Europe next year, but in terms of the overall policy, I wouldn't see any significant change. The win over Frankfurt had been seen as a vindication of sorts for Postecoglou. But the Spurs boss has brushed off that analysis, insisting proving the pundits wrong holds no motivation for him. I've said it many times, it's not a motivator to me to prove people wrong. I find that kind of an empty ambition. I just think some people will always take a view on something because of whatever personal feelings they have or historical context they give to things, he added. So I don't get any satisfaction in proving people wrong, I get satisfaction from achieving things and sharing them with people. That's always been my motivator. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I get that. That's fair enough. I don't think anyone is. I certainly think in this role anyway the game and the noise around it will always try to change you as a person. Don't let that happen, be who you are. Ultimately what's important to me is to stay focused on trying to achieve something special and share it with people. Join our new WhatsApp community and receive your daily dose of Mirror football content. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out any time you like. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice.